Imagine diving onto a hardwood floor for nothing there to catch you. Imagine making one mistake and it costing not only you but 5 other players a point. Imagine missing a ball by a couple inches. Imagine getting hit so hard with the ball that you don't even know how to react fast enough. Imagine watching ball hit the floor and you not moving at all because it was so fast you didn't even know what was going on. Imagine knowing that every little thing is going to not only hurt you but your teammates as well. Many things count against you in volleyball. There are many techniques to remember as you play the game. And not only just techniques, there's rules and positions you have to follow along with the game. Down to how you hold your platform, where your eyes go when you're passing the balls. You're supposed to look at your platform when you pass a ball. The game of volleyball isn't as effortless as the players make it seem. The game of volleyball has many rules and positions that you have to follow during the game. First, here are some of the positions that are played in volleyball. The setter is like the quarterback of the team, and they set up the hitters, and the passers pass them the ball from it being hit on the other side of the net or just coming over the net. It gets hit to the setter, and then the setter sets up the hitter, or they can set up back roll too, it doesn't matter. And the second touch on the ball is always meant for the setter. And the back row includes a libero and a defense specialist, which is a DS, and they pass the balls and they get it to the front row to make sure the setter gets it in the setter's box. And then there is the hitters, and they have to take their steps. We all have like positions and rules to follow, and they take their steps and they hit the ball, but they also have to remember to cover. Everyone does. Covering is when a hitter is hitting the ball and you go above them or under them to make sure that if someone blocks it on the other side of the net that you were there to cover them if that happens. And there is a right side hitter, a middle hitter, and a outside hitter, and we all have numbers for those. Like outside is 4, middle is 2, and right side is 9. And we give them numbers so they know what we will be running during a volleyball game. And their job is to simply hit the ball over the net and make sure that they get it over and to cover the ball. However, there is many different types of volleyball. There is indoor volleyball, outdoor volleyball, beach volleyball, and volleyball club teams. And the indoor volleyball it's like just like high school volleyball, college volleyball, and it's like unique skills even when it comes to spiking the ball. And Newcomb volleyball is a traditional indoor game that children play, and they don't hit the ball, instead they catch it. So it's like the passer, instead of passing it, they catch the ball and then throw it to the setter, and the setter throws it to the hitter, and they throw it over the net, and they hope that the other team does not catch it. And outdoor volleyball is the same as indoor. It's just a different setting and a different surface it's played on. And beach volleyball is one of the most confusing ones. It's played with 2 players instead of 6 on each side. So there's 2 and then 2 on the other side. And that would be it's confusing too. And then it's in sand, so that makes it even harder. And a volleyball club team is like a volleyball club that you join to get your techniques right. They work on that, and to just help younger kids get an experience of playing volleyball or just getting better at volleyball for your own high school team. And then furthermore, the basic rules of volleyball are pretty simple. You are allowed 3 contact hits with the volleyball, and if you get more than 3, they blow the whistle and the other team gets the point immediately. And there is also a 2-hand touch thing, so if one of you guys set the ball like this and if the ball spins, the whistle gets called and the other team gets the point. And you must always rotate clockwise. So there's positions that it goes to 1 to 6, so you always know what position you're in. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 6 would be the right side, and then you just rotate from there and go around that way. And no player is allowed to hit the ball 2 times during a volleyball game. That makes the other team get the point immediately because it's not allowed. And you cannot touch the net anytime during a volleyball game. Like, if you get caught on the net, you get called for net, and the other team gets the point. And there's always 6 players on each side of the court, no matter what. If there's not 6, you've obviously messed up unless you're in beach volleyball. In conclusion, volleyball isn't as simple as it seems. The game of volleyball is filled with rules and positions. Not only does every play count, you have to make it count. It consists of many different rules that you should know by now. The many types of volleyball are played similar to each other. The basic rules of volleyball are simple too, but not touching the net is one of the hardest ones because sometimes you just fall into it. It's hard to help. The hitters have the job to hit and cover. The setter is the quarterback of the team and tells the team what they're running before the game. They usually tell by your hands, like a 2 or a 4 ball or a ball, and the team just rolls with it because the setter tells them what to do. And volleyball seems pretty simple, but it's not when it comes down to the rules and the time that goes into it and learning the basic rules and knowledge and remembering the positions and everything. So it's not as simple as it seems.